Hello, my name is Deborah Johnson King, and I am the CEO and president of the Deb John Group. What is the Deb John Group? We are a small boutique financial literacy organization we specialize in educating people about their finances. Why am I so passionate about it? In going about my daily business, I find that a lot of us, we really have no clue when it comes to financial literacy or the state of our financial health. Most people have what I like to call a dysfunctional relationship with money. At the Deb John Group, we do a deep dive into your finances. I call it a financial forensics on your money. And what does that mean? We take a look at everything. Your budget, your bank statements, your credit card statements, your spending, because that's where a lot of us, we fall down. We don't have a grip on our spending. In order to achieve financial independence and debt elimination or debt reduction, we need to get back to the basics. And I start from a budget. As elementary as it may sound, that's what a lot of people don't have. Sometimes my clients, they come and I say, do you have a budget? Yeah, sure, I got a budget in my head. What do you mean you're walking around with your budget in your head? No, I'm old school. I like you to put it down in black and white so that we can see not only what you have coming in, but also what you have going out. Because realistically, that's what a budget is. Unless you know exactly where all of your money is going, there's no way that you can achieve financial independence. I like to say, let's have a budget where every dollar has a home. We call that a zero budget, meaning that you allocate every dollar that you spend to a certain category. You have a category for car insurance, for utilities, for food, for your cable, for your cell phone, for your savings, but most importantly, for paying yourself first, because that has to have a home in your budget as well. Not only should you have a budget as far as financial literacy is concerned, but you want to make sure that you keep a grip, and a very strong grip, on your spending. And one of the money pits when it comes to spending is eating out every month. Think about it. If you go to one of those breakfast places, one of those coffee houses every morning, and you spend what? An average between $5 and $10. For easy math, let's say $5. 5 days a week. 5, 10, 15, 20, $25 a week, right? 4 weeks in the month. 25, 50, 75, 100. That's on breakfast alone. And then most of us, we don't brown bag our lunch. Say we spend another $10 on lunch, 5 days a week, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. That's $50 for the week on lunch. 50, 100, 150, 200. $200 on lunch, $100 on breakfast. That's $300 right there for the month on food, eating out, and we're not even talking about groceries yet. I had a client, it was a couple, husband, wife, 2 boys. He was swiping his card, she was swiping her card. And when we did a reconciliation of their 2 cards, $1,200 a month they spent on eating out. We're not talking about groceries yet, okay? And as incredible as it may sound, this is the norm for most people as opposed to the exception. So you really have to get a grip on exactly what's coming into your household and also what's going out of your household. What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? A lot of people, they're so bogged down in debt that they don't even dream anymore. My grandma likes to say you have to eat food, wear clothes, and live somewhere. Where do you live? Do you own the roof over your head? Do you own the garage that you're putting that fancy car that you're driving in? What about your dreams of home ownership? Have you thrown that by the wayside? Come on, get a grip on your finances so that we can get you into your own home. And that's what financial independence is about. You're going to have debt because as long as you keep living, there's going to be some kind of debt. But I like to say, make your debt work for you. Sure, having a home, having a mortgage is having a debt, but that's a good debt as opposed to credit card debt, which is what I like to call bad debt. Make sense? Absolutely. Now we're talking about achieving the American dream and purchasing your own home. But like running a race, you have to get ready. You have to train for it. You just can't get up one morning and say, okay, you know something? I'm going to go buy me a house. It doesn't work like that. Because there's certain steps that goes into purchasing a home that you have to be ready to take. As a lender, you're going to have to fit into their box. A lender, they have certain requirements, certain rules and regulations that unless you can fulfill those rules and regulations and requirements, they're not going to be able to loan you their money. Because think about it. I'm sure you may have a family member, you may have a friend that you've loaned money to in the past, and guess what? They didn't repay you. So if they came to you to borrow money again, what are you going to say? I don't think so, because the last time you didn't pay me back. It's the same thing with the bank. They don't know you personally as a person, so what they're going to do is take a look at your credit. And what is your credit report? This is a track record of the amount of money that you've borrowed in the past, not only what you've borrowed in the past, but how you've repaid it. Have you repaid it on time, in a timely manner? So that's one of the things that you have to get straight before you even think about purchasing a home. You take a look at your credit. Also, we're going to take a look at your income. What do you have coming in? And also, more importantly, what do you have going out? Because a lot of people think, oh yeah, I make a lot of money, so I'll be able to get a big house. Yeah, but if you make a lot of money and if you spend a lot of money, you're not going to be able to get that big house. So that's another thing that we have to take a look at, what we call your debt to income ratio. Also, what about your savings? Do you have any money saved? Folks talk about, there are down payment assistance programs out there. There's money to help a first-time home buyer, but you're also going to have some skin in the game. So you have to have some type of savings to go towards purchasing that home. My name is Deborah Johnson King. I can be reached at 786-262-9991, 786-262-9991 for further information and also help in getting you financially independent.